Welcome to day 95 of the 100-day project. This is Subzero Strut. I really enjoyed putting this piece together. I think last summer actually, probably about a year ago. It was the beginnings of a production piece. Actually, it was a full-fledged production piece for a client who wanted a modern funk pop piece. When I completed it, the client at the time felt it just was too funky, which actually sounds funny. It was just too funky, which is fine. You know, clients need what they need. So I kept it. Before I went and changed it, I just kind of kept it around for a while. And when I went back to sort of look at it again, someone actually needed it for a completely different project. So it ended up being useful as it was. It's a non-exclusive project, so I can use it in other ways, and I'm using it here on the Spaceport Cantina album. So what I've done here is I've substituted the original sort of 70s percussion drum track with damage percussion, sort of a 4-on-the-floor driving damage percussion track. Kept the bass line, and I could go on and on about the bass line. The bass line was something I had in my head for a long time, and it happened to match up with that kind of funky guitar part. So it was just a really fun thing to put together. What I've done here is I've stretched out the intro, and what I'm going to show you next is some changes I'm making to the guitar for this particular remix. I wanted the guitar in this mix to just feel a little more organic. I wanted to hear the speaker in the room sound a little bit. So what I ended up doing, instead of going back to the drawing board and breaking out the axe effects and re-recording, I created a custom speaker emulation in Sonar, the program, the digital audio workstation program I'm using, and just went to work seeing how we could make that just a little more gritty, a little more authentic and vintage sounding. So it's not quite where I want it yet, but I'll let you hear it. Alright, so you can hear the difference in that guitar sound. I'm going to do a little more EQ, get it to sit in the track a little better, but I'm really happy with where this is going. Going to end up adding some horns, adding a little lead guitar, a real kind of very stripped down lead guitar with some feedback, and probably leaving the vocals as is, but just extending the arrangement out to where it's about a 3.5-minute piece if all goes well. So anyway, that is Subzero Strut. This is day 95 of the 100-day project. Got a lot of work to do this week. Got 2 gigs this weekend, and running up against a deadline, several deadlines actually. So anyway, thanks for checking this out. I will give you just as much as I can as soon as possible for day 96 and beyond. Thanks again, and farewell, friends.